My name is Felix Moesner. I'm the CEO of swissnex Boston, the Science Consulate of Switzerland. It's a great pleasure to be here and see the fruits of the collaboration with the Swiss Federal Office of Energy, what we had last year when we had the Swiss-US Energy Innovation Days held in Boston. Joining today, it's a big pleasure with a group of also 10 journalists and energy experts from the US here in Zurich, and we also hope next year that we can support this activity again in the United States.
Well, I had a great opportunity to be in Boston and in Zurich, and enjoyed very much to have the contact with the Americans, but also the Swiss participant, and changed ideas. And that's for me as an architect very important, of course, to look how do the other ones, to discuss problems we got here in Switzerland and also in the States. And I like this meeting, or both meeting, very much, and I hope we will continue in further ones.
This Swiss-US Innovation Days have given us the opportunity to link our international approach with energy and innovation, which is for us something unique and gives us the possibility to look into further research topics. And we are really honored that we have been able, together with SER and the Swiss Federal Office of Energy, to host these 2 workshop days here on the premises in Zurich.
In research, it is very important to discuss about energy topics, not just in the context of the own nation and country, but in the international context. So therefore it was very interesting to hear what the feedback of our guests was to the things we presented.
In this mission, I found a tremendous opportunity for the future to collaborate on a whole range of issues relative to a clean energy economy as we look forward to jointly trying to solve this global warming and climate change issue that affects all of us as citizens of the world.
So the existing building stock on both sides of the Atlantic, the US and the Swiss, has the same problems: too high CO2 emissions, too less energy efficiency, and therefore I think it's the best opportunity to exchange the new ideas, new solutions on both sides of the Atlantic on a common platform.
wonderful to see people talking about their own experiences, but also being open to other opportunities and how we might be able to learn from one another. And the dialogue was so dynamic that it was difficult for us to break for lunch.
So I think there's really an opportunity for the Swiss and the Americans to really learn from each other and complement each other as we move forward and try to move to a more sustainable mobility future.
It was very interesting to see perspective of the United States also in teaching, also in practical application, and the Swiss perspective. So I think we had a very interesting field of dimensions to discuss about.
After 2 days of intensive discussions, I'm surprised on how close our views are on the challenges we are facing and also on the opportunities, but we identified also a lot of obstacles, especially regarding decentralized energy systems that we have to overcome, and I'm confident that together we will find good solutions for the future.
The need to fight climate change and to build and nurture a clean energy innovation economy is undoubtedly for Switzerland a top focus. As a country with very little resources, we have been striving to make the most efficient use of our resources already for a long time.